Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today we're going to do a full glam and I'm going to be using all of my current favorites of high-end products. Now I do love me some drugstore makeup products because frankly it's more affordable and you can create like amazing looks with drugstore makeup, but of course I do have my high-end favorites just like everyone else does, and I do have some goodies here that I've been loving and I'm just ready for a full glam. So before we get started, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you always know when I post. Follow me on socials, which I'll leave linked down below, so when I'm not here you can catch me over there. And without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, as always, have to pin her hair back. Now please don't mind my hair today. I have been having my hair curly for the past few months, and last week I decided to straighten my hair and it was so frizzy because my hair was no longer used to being straightened, and then I was going to curl it today, like wash it and leave it curly again today, but honestly curling my hair takes me longer than it does to straighten. And I was just like, I'm just gonna straighten it again. So my hair is still trying to fight the straightness and like curl up. So I've been struggling. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to prep the skin with this Mascara Hydration Happy Face Mist. I don't know if this is like high-end or if it's drugstore. I honestly don't know. Let me comment down below, what do you think? Because on their website, this is $20, but like on Ulta website, I think the little one's like $9. I don't know, it's kind of like in between, but I really love this stuff. This compares a lot to the NYX Bear With Me facial spray. This just has like that fragrance. This actually recently went viral too on a girl's TikTok on like a smooth finish type of look. Okay, so I'm gonna start with brows, and you guys typically see me use this a lot. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I never know what color this is, what shade this is, because it doesn't say it on the packaging. Actually, for the first time I just noticed this. This says number 5 on here, so shade number 5. I always say I think it's the second to last shade. So I'm just going to brush my brows, and because I feel like I kind of have like fuller brows, I don't do too much. I just like to create the shape with the pencil, like line it, and then I'll fill in any sparsy areas. And this has been the brow pencil I've been using non-stop. I think it's just because of how thin it is. It is really nice to do this. Moving into eyes, I'm going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Eye Primer, and I actually been really liking this eye primer because I feel like it grips the eyeshadow so well, just like the fan favorite Hydro Grip Face Primer. This does the job. I feel like it just leaves the skin so smooth and gives you just a really nice base. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette. You guys know that I always use this, and this is my favorite. This is a really nice neutral eyeshadow palette that just goes with anything, like neutral makeup and like a full glam makeup. I don't know kind of what I'm feeling today, whether if I want to do something intense like or just really soft. Let's try to go full glam, okay? So first shade I'm going to pick up is Smarty Pants right here. And I'm just going to dust that all over my lid just for a base to start off with. Next shade I'm going to go in is with Rebel, using that same fluffy brush. I'm just going to work this in my outer V. Next shade I'm going to go in is with this shade right here. This is called Activist, and I'm going to take the same brush but mostly just focus it on the very outer parts of my eyes and just drag it onto my lash line. So using the same brush with all of your colors, like as you grow into the darker colors, actually helps with the diffusing and the blending, because it will still take some of the previous color that you just used and really help with the blending and smoking it out. And I'm kind of just flicking this way also, like kind of as like an eyeliner, because I'll be doing a wing liner as well. And now with the clean blending brush, I'm going to just go over the halos of my eyes and just blend that well. So I'm just going to take this more precise brush that's a little bit dense but then like a little bit fluffy, and I'm going to take that same dark shade and again go where I was, like focus on the outermost part of my V and just drag it in on my lash line because I want to intensify that a little bit more. So what I'm actually just going to do, I'm going to start from my lash line and put it there and then work my way up. And again, just drag that out. And with the previous brush that I had before, I'm just going to blend that. Okay, so next shade I want to pick up is this shade right here. It is called Rocker. It's kind of like a purpley, cool brown type of shimmer. But I'm just going to pick that up with my finger. And I'm going to just place that all over my lid. Then I'm just going to pick up my blending brush again and blend my outer parts into that shimmer. So I just want to intensify that shimmer a little bit more, so I'm going to wet a flat like shader brush with the Mascara face mist, and then I'm picking up the shimmer. Comment down below, how do you do this? Do you typically pick up the shimmer first, or do you spray and then spray, or do you spray your brush first and then pick up the shimmer? I find myself doing it either way sometimes. I definitely intensified it a little bit more. And then take my blending brush again. It's all in the blending with these type of brushes. With these type of looks and colors. Now I'm going to take my clean brush from earlier and just go again on the halos. Okay, so next thing I'm going to be using is my favorite eyeliner, which if you have been here from the beginning, you would know that my favorite liquid liner is the Tarte Double Take Liner. Oh, this is like a pen, if you would say. Like it has the pen on one end and then the pencil on the other. For some reason, when I just get the pen, I think it's called like Man Eater or something, I feel like it's not the same type of like point. This one kind of has like, it's like a chunkier tip with then like a really thin tip at the end, whereas the Man Eater one, it's, I don't know, like it's a different shape. So I always get this double-ended eyeliner and I never use the pencil eyeliner. I always do, my eyeliners always come out so perfectly when I use this. Now, a dupe that I actually have for this that I found recently that I've been absolutely loving and using more often than this is the Essence Superfine eyeliner pen, and this one's actually really, really good. This one's actually like longer than the Tarte one, but I feel like it gives me like the same look. It's super easy to use, and I have an intense liner all the time, and it's only like $2.99. Now for mascara, like I'm not typically a person that will buy high-end mascara, because for me mascara is like whatever. It's to me it's whatever. But the one I actually have a couple different versions of this. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this is like their new collection, like their new like spring collection packaging, and I literally only bought it for the packaging because I love butterflies. And it does the job of, you know, coating your lashes. I always still use falsies though, but in the occasion where you don't want to use falsies, I feel like it just does the job. But you can always get the same effects from a drugstore mascara. My favorite being Essence Lash Princess, the volumizing one. It's kind of like has that mint green color on it. Volumizing and lengthening, I think it's called. Okay, so for lashes, I never had like a high-end lash, but I picked these up. These are the Lily lashes, and this is in the style Miami Flare. I think they just look so pretty, and I hear great things about, I think it's just the one, I think it's just Miami. I don't know. These are the ones that I found at Ulta, so we're gonna test them out. I'm just gonna sit it on here just to kind of see. Oh my gosh, that is really pretty. Do I have to cut? I don't think so. I think it's good. Okay, so there's that lash on, and it looks really, really pretty. I could have probably cut it just a little bit on the end, but I think it's fine. It kind of just elongates the eye a little bit. Now, the only thing is that with this like lash is that it has a thicker lash band, which I'm not crazy about thicker lash bands because you feel them a lot more. They're heavier. And now I wear lashes a lot, so it doesn't bother me too much, but definitely by the end of the night, I feel like I'm ready to go to sleep because they weigh my lashes down, my natural ones down. Okay, so now we can move on to complexion before we finish up the eyes. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover RX Face Primer. This is like a big, huge bottle that I had found at TJ Maxx. But this is like an OG type of primer that's just nourishing. It's like hydrating and just smoothing, and the reason why I'm using this primer specifically today is because of the foundation I'm going to use. But my second, like my first runner-up, like my first primer that I go to that's high-end is the Milk Hydro Grip makeup primer. But I cannot use that with the foundation I'm about to use because it doesn't, the chemistry does not work. Like this primer gives you that right amount of hydration and then kind of just like leaves you with that little bit of tackiness at the end, just very slight, so that your foundation can grip to it nicely. So the foundation I'm going to be using is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and this is the matte version. So I really like the original version. It just leaves your face look very nice and hydrated and just like very natural. But I picked up the matte because they were out of my shade in the original. And I was a little bit afraid of this, but I have been using it lately and actually pretty nice. Like I said, I tried it the first day I got it. I tried it with the Hydro Grip primer and it completely like was like splotchy and just didn't blend right. But with a hydrating primer, it definitely works well. I'm gonna start out with like one pump. And then I'll work this in and then I'll see how much I need. Lately I've been doing a less is more on foundation. Haven't been using a lot, but it's almost that time of the month and my face is breaking out, so we'll see. I think I'm just gonna take a little bit more just to cover this part of my face up because this is kind of where I have like most of my acne and my dark spots. So I'm just gonna take like, it's kind of like a quarter pump and just focus it down here. So lately I've been liking doing my order of like contour and concealing a little bit different than normal. So I've been doing like my contour first, my concealer second, and then my cream blush third. Typically I always did a concealer first, then contour, and then blush. But I find that doing my contour first, I can fix any mistakes with the concealer right after. So next I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Contour Matchsticks, and this is in the shade Espresso. So I typically like to use the shade Truffle, and I don't have a Sephora near me, so when Fenty Beauty finally came into Ulta, I was like, yes, I can get Truffle now. And when I went to Ulta Beauty, they were out of Truffle, and this is all they had. So I picked up Espresso, and it's actually not too bad. I just had to learn how to work with it and not use as much. And I like to blend my contour with a brush. I feel like I have more control with blending with a brush than with a sponge for my contour. And then if I have to, like if I need to fix anything, or like if I want just a smoother blend, then I will go over with the sponge. But like I said, that's why I've been doing contour first and then my concealer second. I'll just do like that. Make sure I make this even, like so. I'm just taking my sponge on the side that had the foundation, and I'm just blending that just a little bit more. So it is a little dark, that's why I can't use too much of it. But when Truffle comes back in stock, let me know, because I'm gonna go get it. And of course, we're gonna be using the OG, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And this is in the shade Medium Tan Sand. And you guys know this is a very like thick, not like thick, but like less is more type of concealer. You don't need that much. Like everything I just put on here were just from one pump, like one swipe. And that's not even everything that's on that wand. And then we're just going to blend. And I always leave my under eyes last to blend out because If you just let your concealer sit there just for a little bit, it actually improves with the coverage, or helps out with the coverage. I'm just gonna flip over to my like thinner pointy side and go like this. So for liquid blush, I'll be using the Rare Beauty liquid blush. What are these called? Like Stix or something? They're not Stix, it's like a wand. It's liquid though. And this is in the shade Love. So this is a nice like burnty, orangey red. Really pretty for my type of skin tone. So what I just do is do like 2 dots, and then I will blend a little with the sponge. Her blushes are so nice because they blend really easily, really nicely. And just give you that like really nice. You just gotta make sure you keep blending till it's all diffused out. And it does tone down a little bit once I put my setting powder. So if it looks a little intense, don't you worry. Okay, so now to set all those places where I concealed, I'm going to be using my favorite, the Project Starr One Size Beauty Translucent Powder. I love this stuff because it just makes like the under eye just look so smooth. Like, look how smooth that just looks. In case you guys have fine lines like I do around my mouth, a quick tip for when you're setting that, just like close your mouth and like blow like a blowfish, so that way all of your like wrinkles and fine lines kind of just blow out too, and then you can get all over that. And then with whatever's just kind of like in my cap, I'm just going to clean this up right here. It's not too much. And then just push that in with the other side of the sponge. Okay, so now to set the contour, I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario Medium Dark Bronzer, and I have been loving this bronzer. You guys know I've been using it quite non-stop-ish. It's really nice. And listen, Mario, I'm going to need you to restock the contour sticks on Sephora ASAP, because I have been waiting. Every day I check the Sephora app to see if they are going to be in stock, and it hasn't been in stock in like forever. Last time I actually went into a Sephora store, I think it was in the summer. It is now March, and they're still not in stock. All I want is medium dark in the contour stick. Please let me know when it's coming back. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and just slightly put that all over. Because I use such a dark contour stick, I don't need too much bronzer, because my concealer and setting powder didn't wash away most of the color anyway, so I'm still pretty good. And I just put some on the sides of my nose. You guys know I typically don't like to contour my nose, but I'll put like a little bit of bronzer on both sides just to bring back some life to my nose. So now for blush, I'm going to be using this NARS blush in Torrid, and it's actually a very similar color to the Rare Beauty cream blush. It's a really nice like burnt orangey red. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that just to set it, because I can still really see that blush, that liquid blush. So I don't want to I always get really heavy handed with my blush. but it's nothing that leftover setting powder and foundation won't help from a sponge. And because we're doing a full glam, we might as well do some highlighters. So I'm going to be using my favorite highlighter at the moment. This is from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and this is in Iced. It's a very pretty, like champagne-y, but like a deep champagne-y color. Perfect for anyone that has my like type of skin tone or shade. And just put that right there. I use a very light hand with highlighter because I'm not much of a highlighter person, but when I do want to have a little bit of shine, I do use it. I just don't like it to be too heavy-handed. I'll just put a little bit on my nose. And I'm just going to take a little bit of Activist and put that on the very outer part of my lower lash line. Not too much because these lashes really make my eyes look dark. So I don't want to make my eyes, I have little eyes, so I don't want to make them look even smaller than what they already are. And then just some mascara. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that same highlighter that I used on my cheeks and pop that right in the inner corners for some extra brightness. Like so. So just for some neutral lips, I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip liner, and this is in the shade Hot Tea. It's a really nice like nude brown for, again, my skin tone. Love me some good nudes. And then for liquid lipstick, I'm using the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in matte, and this is the shade Knock on Wood. And I love glosses, so I'm going to top it off with this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is a universal shade, Fenty Glow. And now to seal it all in, we're going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is kind of like revisiting another OG because when this first thing came out, everyone loved it. And I see why. Like when you go back into your stash and are looking for things to reuse, go look for this one and use it because it is awesome. It doesn't like leave your face dry or anything, but it makes your makeup last all day, and I absolutely love it. Alright you guys, so this is the final look. I did add some cream eyeliner to my waterline. I don't have a high-end version of an eyeliner, so I just used this Wet n Wild Kohler liner because my eyes were looking just a little bit too dark and my eyes are little, so I wanted to brighten them up a little bit more. All the products that I used today work very well together, so if you feel like spoiling yourself with some luxurious makeup, you can definitely look at my description box. I will list everything that I use down below as always. Please somebody tell Makeup by Mario to restock their contour sticks because a girl needs it. Like, we've been waiting for months. Just please, medium dark please. But that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you always know when I post. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and leave me a comment down below. My social media will be in the description box. If you could just follow me there because when I'm not here, I am there. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.